I had to just turn down my cell phone. I said, oh my God, that thing would have rang. Okay, I'm going to ask one of our very special employees, Alfredo Segura, and Lisa Oliver, is that right? And Mr. Olson, our city manager. If you can please come and join me up front. This is a very special day for Mr. Segura. Aquí enseguida, señor. Por favorcito. Felicidades. De nada. The City of Corpus Christi, Mayor and City Council, our city leadership, we're honored to present Alfredo Segura a certificate of commendation for his assistance of a senior center member on March 11th, 2015. Miss Bettis, Greenwood Senior Center member, she was eating her breakfast and started choking. She was unable to breathe and attempted to get the attention of other seniors around her, who then tried to assist her. During the incident, the senior center members called on Alfredo Segura. He's a facility maintenance staff who was also in the dining room. He assisted Miss Bettis by performing the Heimlich maneuver, and the food became dislodged from her throat because of your efforts. Miss Bettis is very thankful for Mr. Segura's assistance. She's glad to know that staff is well trained. Afterwards, in speaking with Alfredo, his comment was, "I just did what we have been trained to do." The senior center members were quick to point out that Alfredo was their hero for the day. Thank you for your quick action. Thank you for staying calm, putting the tools that the city trains you with to take care of the health and safety of our citizens, and we appreciate you very, very much. Okay. Miss Bettis, where are you, Miss Bettis? Miss Bettis, well, you need to come up front here too. You look like you're doing great. Well, that is wonderful. We're happy you're doing fine, and this is impromptu. And would you like, your hero, would you like to say something? Sí, si quieres hablar en español, por favorcito. That is his first language.
No, pues me siento muy orgulloso por haber hecho esto y es parte de mi trabajo también. Y ese día estaba comiendo el desayuno y miré a Olga, que aquí está Miss Olga, que me estaba screaming y corrí, y fue cuando la miré a ella y la miré, me asusté yo también y miré que no agarraba aire. No sé si le hice 2 o 3 veces y sí le ayudó mucho, pero ya no estaba agarrando mucho aire ella. Yeah.
What he said is that Miss Bettis was eating her breakfast, and then all of a sudden he saw Olga Gonzalez gritando, screaming, of course, trying to make sure we get the attention, which is certainly justified. And he also said at the beginning that he's very proud of his job, muy orgulloso, and that he was happy to, he also noticed when he went to go help Miss Bettis that she couldn't breathe, she couldn't get air, and that it took a couple of times in the maneuver, and then it worked, and he was just happy that she could breathe again, and he was proud to do his job. Yeah, thank you.
I'm very appreciative of the fact that he was there. Several people had tried hitting me on my back, and it wasn't working, so he was there. So I'm very glad that he was there to be able to give me first aid. Thank you.
We're going to take, Lisa, did you need to say anything? Okay. And our city manager always talks about the importance of safety and training, and so obviously this is paying off, Mr. Olson. Really appreciate that. I do think it's important for Mr. Olson to say a few words because he oversees this and made this a big priority for our training.
Thank you, Mayor, and we appreciate the work that you all have done every single day, but in something like this becomes very dramatic, and it shows the great work and great training that you all do. So thank you very much for what you do there.
She wants us all mixing it up this week. All right. Okay, there we go. I can do this.
Is this my piece?
Okay,
Radiology Associates Day. Miss Arias and your wonderful team. Come on up, come on up. Let's make your way. Can you come up with me here? That would be great. Thank you so much, Doctor. Hi. Who's your spokesperson? Come on in. Let's make a couple of rows in here, and we'll go ahead and highlight. Radiology Associates have made a significant investment into our community, and I will tell you they also are about being involved in the community and in public health care. And many of you know not only radiology, there's many different factors related to health, but also certainly I'm so used to seeing the Pink Women for breast cancer awareness. I mean, there's so many other things that you do, but local imaging company Radiology Associates, it's 18 radiologists and nearly 200 employees were recently recognized with 2 national accolades from the American Cancer Society's national office for their efforts relating to the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer annual fundraising walk in Corpus Christi. Radiology Associates was named a pacesetter team and the only pacesetter team for the Corpus Christi Walk. Radiology Associates received an award for ranking in the elite top 20 fundraising teams nationwide, and they also finished in an impressive number 14, competing against large national companies such as Kroger, La Parker Meridian, Steve Madden, and Mutual of America from larger cities such as Detroit, San Diego, and Boston and New York City. During the months of September 2014 and October 2014, Radiology Associates raised more than $66,000 to benefit the local chapter of the American Cancer Society and the American Cancer Society efforts to support thousands of coastal bend cancer patients and their families with a wide variety of programs, education, and services. Now, there, pursuant to the powers vested in me as mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby humbly proclaim April the 21st, 2015 as Radiology Associates Day in Corpus Christi, and I encourage all citizens to recognize Radiology Associates, LLP, for their 2 national awards from the American Cancer Society National Office. Congratulations.
I'm David Wilson, partner of Radiology Associates. On behalf of Radiology Associates and our hardworking 200 group employees that we're fortunate to have work with us and who we're very proud of the effort they put forth this last year, we would like to personally thank the mayor and the city council for this recognition. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep up the great work. Did you want to say anything, Carmen?
I'm Carmen Arias. I'm the marketing director for Radiology Associates, and I'd just like to say, raising $66,000 is not done by one person. It truly takes a village. We've got lots of hard workers, and I guess the reason for us, breast cancer awareness is an everyday thing. We diagnose breast cancer every day, so it's a passion. We truly give our support to the American Cancer Society, who does so much locally to help breast cancer survivors. We also want to thank the community for coming out and buying whatever we have to sell for the proceeds to the American Cancer Society. Mayor, thank you so very much for your proclamation.
Thank you very much. And Colleen's going to organize the council so we can take a picture with you all. Congratulations.
Great take, great take.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Really appreciate your work. Thank you so much. Appreciate your wonderful work. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate your wonderful work. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Keep up the great work. Really appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, sister. Good to see you. Tell Mama I said hi. Texas A&M Health and Science Center, Coastal Bend Education Center. South Texas under increasing threat from tropical and infectious diseases due to a growing number of people living in substandard conditions. Tropical and infectious diseases can be chronic, debilitating. Did you mean to say tropical? Wow, you're educating me. Tropical and infectious diseases can be chronic, debilitating conditions that can reduce cognition in children and prevent adults from being able to work. We commit to continuously educating healthcare professionals about the latest standards in care and advances in medicine to be applied in the medical management and prevention of these types of diseases. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as your mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby humbly proclaim April the 24th through 25th, 2015 as Texas A&M Health Science Center Tropical and Infectious Diseases Impacting Texas Weekend in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I commend those outstanding healthcare professionals of our community for working alongside one another in our continuing effort to reduce the impact of tropical and infectious diseases of the residents of South Texas and beyond. Appreciate your work.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you on behalf of Texas A&M Health Science Center to you, Mayor, and to the City Council for recognizing this proclamation. We're very excited about the opportunity to be able to provide continuing education to the health professionals in this community. This is part of our Healthy South Texas 2025 initiative to try to reduce preventable diseases by 25% by the year 2025. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, let's come right over here. We're going to take a picture with our wonderful council team. We'll get in the center here. Does someone want to come over here? Thank you. Come on, a little cozier.
I'm just going to stay right here. Oh, okay.
Appreciate all of your work. Thank you.
My job, man, my job. Just stand in the back and behave. That's
We just need to put little X's on it.
Should be automatic. If I'm up there's Glenn, y'all have to automatically. It'll be wrote. Gulf Coast Damage Prevention Council for CC Safe Digging Month. Who was the one? Did one of our council members were they able to? did you, no? Did one of the council members go to that, Christina, on the Safe Digging Convention? Come on in, please. Was Lillian? Oh, I see. Lillian, can I still have, Lillian, why don't you go ahead and come down here anyway? No, no. And the reason why I'm asking, all of us deal with public safety issues, but Councilman Riojas, if you can come over here, please, and if you can, industry is a great partner for us as well with the City of Corpus Christi and the LEPC and many of our other partners, but if you can read this for us, please.
Gulf Coast Damage Prevention Council for Corpus Christi Safe Digging Month. Thousands of times each year, the underground infrastructure in Texas is damaged by those who do not have underground lines located prior to digging, resulting in service interruption, environmental damage, and threat to public safety. In 2005, the Federal Communications Commission designated a simple number, 811, to provide contractors and homeowners the means to contact utility operators to request the location of underground lines at the intended dig site. The Gulf Coast Damage Prevention Council helps promote the national 811 notification system in an effort to reduce these damages. Damage prevention is a shared responsibility, and by using safe digging practices, the contractors and homeowners of Corpus Christi can save time and money and help keep our infrastructure safe and connected.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as your mayor of the City of Corpus Christi, I do hereby humbly proclaim April of 2015 as Corpus Christi Safe Digging Month and encourage all of our contractors and homeowners and industry throughout Corpus Christi and Nueces County to always dial 811 before you dig. Safe excavation is no accident, and we depend on you to have this practice. Thank you all so much for everything.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Robert Roach, and I serve as fire chief for the City of Corpus Christi, and I usually am talking a lot about 911, but I also serve as chairperson of the LEPC, and today I want to talk about 811, safe digging practices for our residents, for our community. I'd like to introduce Roger Smith, who is the chairperson of the Local Emergency Planning Committee Pipeline Safety Subcommittee. And Roger, could I have you say a few words?
I want to thank the mayor and council for this very important proclamation. Digging and excavating without calling 811 is very dangerous, and we try to promote the use of it, and this will definitely help us spread the word, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank you for your work. Let's get Christina will get us rocking and rolling here.
Thanks, folks. Thanks for being here today. Good morning. Still morning. Good to see you. Hi there.
Thank you. Keep up. Thanks for your leadership.
Thanks for your contribution.
Appreciate you all.
Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Thanks again. We'll see you all later.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. What's that? Big hug. Yeah, tell her I said hi. Human Trafficking Awareness Week. The effects of domestic human trafficking go far beyond the physical. There is a direct link to increased crimes such as drugs, gangs, prostitution, workplace exploitation, illegal immigration, and smuggling. These effects, they spread fear, anger, and violence throughout Texas communities. And if my police chief is around here, if you can come to the front, because he does a lot of great work in partnership with all of you. Few survivors of human trafficking seek help during or immediately after victimization due to shame or fear of not being believed in order to end human trafficking. We must alleviate these fears through education and awareness. It is time to acknowledge that this crime exists and to become a voice that advocates for the victims. Each year, the Coastal Bend Coalition Against Modern-Day Slavery renews its commitment to serve the community by intensifying educational efforts and by ensuring that citizens throughout the Coastal Bend are aware of the human trafficking victims services that are available in our area. So now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as your mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby humbly proclaim April the 20th through the 24th, 2015, as Human Trafficking Awareness Week in Corpus Christi, and I urge all the citizens to work to prevent human trafficking in communities across the state so that we can end this crime against humanity. Thank you all for all your work.
Thank you, Mayor and the City Council. We really appreciate the efforts. And this Friday, we're going to be having an educational and awareness symposium at the Del Mar Economic Development Center. And we're going to be doing something unique this year because it has been a pivotal year in the history of Corpus Christi. We are going to be honoring law enforcement for their help in this fight. And if anyone is interested, we're going to be giving a state of the city with a panel that is involved in the effort. So we encourage everyone to tell your friends to come out and get educated so we continue to help Corpus Christi and help find these. And as the signs say, look beneath the surface, get educated, because 80% of all tips that lead to the rescue of these young women, boys, and adults and children come from ordinary citizens, not law enforcement. And so we need to get behind our law enforcement. We need to get behind all of the agencies that are part of this coalition. We appreciate everything y'all are doing. Thank you.
Thank you for the good work. And thank you for recognizing our wonderful police chief and his team. They do wonderful work. If we can come over here. Certainly, last but not least, is the National Crime Victims' Rights Week. I'm going to ask for both of my chiefs, Rocha, and for Chief Simpson to please stay with us up here. And Pat, if you can come up with us as well, please, ma'am. $18.7 million Americans are directly harmed by crime each year, and each crime affects many more family members, friends, neighbors, and co-workers, leaving a lasting physical, emotional, and financial impact. National Crime Victims' Rights Week, April the 19th through the 25th, 2015, that provides an opportunity to celebrate the energy, creativity, and commitment that launched the victims' rights movement. It inspired its progress and continues to advance the cause of justice for crime victims. The Coalition for Crime Victims' Rights is committed to raising awareness of victims' rights and needs throughout Corpus Christi, Texas, and the surrounding communities through observation of National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as your mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim April the 19th through the 25th, 2015 as National Crime Victims' Rights Week, and thank you for raising this awareness.
I'll say a few words, but I'll let you do it because you do it. You know, Mayor, a lot of people don't know. I had a nephew that was killed maybe 8-10 years ago, and his mom benefited from this very thing. And so this is near and dear to me, and you guys do a fabulous job with it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Chief. My name is Deborah Garcia, and I'm one of the victim advocates at CCPD. And this is just a small part of our coalition members here. We have a whole lot more. We are recognized this week for crime victims' rights. And tomorrow, Thursday evening, 6:30 p.m., we're having a commemorative ceremony at CCPD at the 5th floor to recognize victims of crime and to also recognize all of us and others, agencies that work with victims of crime throughout the year, not just this week. So we try to keep the memory of everybody that have passed and also the family members in our prayers and in our thoughts through the whole year, not just for this week. So thank you for letting us and allowing us to be here. This is one of our survivors, her nephew.
My nephew was murdered 2 years ago, Michael Sandoval, and these wonderful people have helped me keep his memory alive. I am his voice now, and I will continue to be here every year as long as you allow us to be here. And I just want to thank y'all very much for letting us come out and get our word out. Thank you.
Appreciate you all. We'll get a picture. The good fight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Oh, I was so happy to be there. I had the best time. Thank you.
As it come of that, we're going to continue.
That's wonderful. Good for you. Thank you all. See you later. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Check presentation.
Okay, who is leading our AEP check presentation? If you can come forward, please. I would love for you all to come up. Come on up, please. Yeah. What Council Member Scott said is bring as many as you want as long as it comes with money. Okay, who is our city staff leadership? If I can ask Mr. Olson to please come up here with this generous check to the city of Corpus Christi. Wow, we can put with that money to work very quickly.
Sure. Mayor Martinez, members of the City Council, I'm John Majuri. I'm the project manager in capital programs. We're here today to present the rebate through AEP Texas, their City Smart program for the energy efficiency project that has been going on for the last year. This is for the second phase. We did this for the first phase also. This is for the second phase. The check is $87,071 through their City Smart program, which assists participants like the city in identifying energy savings and also providing incentives for lowering peak demands. So that's what we're here today, and this is the team that pretty well established the project for the last year or so. If you don't mind, I'd introduce everybody since it's a mixed group. This is with Ryan Smith with Clear Results. He's the consultant for AEP that allows us to write this check. We have Patrick King and Monica Craig, both with AEP. We have Revy Green with McKinstry, the design build team. We have George Melanson with McKinstry, the design build team. Brad Worth on the end, the same thing with McKinstry. And Tom Steiner here with the city, the construction manager for the project itself. So we're pleased to be here today and present this check.
I'm also, you all are such great partners, and McKinstry has come into town, has really showed us the proof in the pudding. And this is just one example. They've also saved us money in other areas. But this is a man who's going to get the check right here, Mr. Olson.
Getting the check. I love checks. Yeah, that's great. I want to thank you for your work. The city's taken very seriously our efforts in reducing our utility costs and being wise with the use of the tax money. So this is one great example of how that's been working over the past few years. Thank you very much for your work.
There's another piece of good news in that as we go through phase one, this is for phase two, as we went through phase one, we actually project how much energy savings are we going to have for the city. It was $722,000. At the end of that first year, we do a measurement and verification that says, did we meet that expectation? And we exceeded that expectation by $104,000. So the total energy saving for that first year is $844,000. Wow. So that's very nice that the system does work. And tell you the truth and put McKinstry on the spot, we expect that same type of increase for phase two. So we expect the same success.
Well, that's wonderful. And how much is a check for?
$87,071.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can you cash that cardboard thing right there? Yeah. Yeah, really appreciate y'all very much. We're going to take a picture with our council members who were also voted on this, frankly, and appreciated their support in this important program of energy conservation. Can you hear the check?
There you go.
Yeah, it's a good check. Yeah, we scrim. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you tell Wade Smith I said hi. Okay, we will. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love Wade. He's one of my dearest buddies. Yes. Yeah, our city manager said that this is not just one-time savings, that this is ongoing savings. So we'll keep on working on this, and it certainly is yielding a great return for us.